Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, the drama of last weekend has really backfired on Jayson Boebert. As I shared with all of you, he met up with his ex wife, Colorado Congresswoman Lauren Boebert. They met at a restaurant. They were supposedly there to discuss an uncomfortable interaction that they had earlier in the day. Well, Jayson ended up calling the police and he claimed that Lauren had punched him in the face several times. Lauren has now been cleared of all wrongdoing, and Jayson Boebert has been arrested and he was charged with 6 crimes: prohibited use of weapons, harassment, disorderly conduct, third-degree assault, obstructing a peace officer, and trespassing. Now, not all of these charges are related to his interaction with Lauren on Saturday night. So first, here's what all went down on Saturday at the restaurant. According to the affidavit, Lauren told the officers that Jayson had 3 drinks of tequila at their house, at their previous residence together earlier in the evening. Things became heated. He, as she put it, came at her. And then Lauren said she pushed him away and she told him not to touch her. Her 14-year-old son apparently was there. He witnessed this whole incident. Later, when she and Jayson met at the restaurant and they were going to discuss this, apparently they started discussing their new girlfriend and boyfriend, and then things became pretty tense. And so Jayson, as I said, he called 911. He claimed Lauren punched him. Well, when the police arrived, they said that Jayson was drinking what appeared to be alcohol. They tried to move him to the restaurant patio. They tried to get him away from the other restaurant patrons, and he refused to stay out there. They also wanted to speak with Lauren separately. So they kept trying to push him out there, keep him out there. He kept trying to go back in, and he said, quote, "No, I won't do it." And quote, "She punched me in the face. I ain't doing anything." And Jayson told them that Lauren apparently punched him once at the house, and then she punched him again at the restaurant. So the police say that Jayson repeatedly failed to cooperate. They kept asking him to leave. The restaurant manager kept asking him to leave. He just refused to do so. And they said that the police asked him 8 times over a 6-minute period. Even after they managed to get him outside, they said he continued to yell at the police. And eventually there was someone there who was sober. They offered to drive him home. And they said that that person was seen pushing him away from the restaurant repeatedly because he kept trying to go back. So for that incident, Jayson received the charges of disorderly conduct, obstructing a peace officer, and trespassing. The second incident occurred this week on Tuesday. It involved their adult son. And according to that affidavit, Boebert's son called the police after he and his father got into a physical fight. And he said his father had clearly been drinking. So their son said he and Jayson started to argue. Then Jayson repeatedly tried to grab his phone. Eventually, he managed to get the phone away from his son, and then he threw it down the stairs. So when his son tried to get up off of his bed to retrieve the phone, Jayson shoved him back down. So that's when the two of them began to physically fight or scuffle. And the son said that the manager of a bar and restaurant was at their house when all of this was going down. And she tried to break up the brawl, but Jayson pushed her away. So apparently she told the police, "I drive people home if it's, if they're there when the bar closes, if they need a ride, I will give them a ride." And that's why she was there. Then their son said something kind of bizarre. He said Jayson put his thumb in his mouth. I'm assuming he means in his son's mouth. And he feared that Jayson would try to pull out his tooth. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, when the son finally got his phone back, he called Lauren Boebert. He called his mother. He told her what happened, and she advised that he call the police. So he got on the phone with the police. He's on the phone with dispatch, and he said that's when he saw Jayson go and grab a rifle. So when the police arrived, the owner of the bar and grill claimed that she didn't witness any physical altercation between them. I don't believe her. She could be telling the truth. I'm just saying, they filed charges for a reason. And by the time that they got there, their son, Boebert's son, was already in a vehicle and he was leaving the property. So an arrest warrant was later issued for Jayson. He's now out on bond. That's what those other charges are from. Pretty disturbing. It actually reminds me of my childhood, so I know how this kid feels. And keep in mind, this is their teenage son who has a baby. And the baby was in the room with him when all of this happened. So the generational emotional damage that's being done in this family is just obscene. Party of family values right here, folks. Anyway, I will let you all know if I hear more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you possibly can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.